Hey everyone, welcome to another. How loud am I? I can't even tell how loud I am. Welcome to another episode of That's All Funny. I'm your host at Lorenzo Areola on Twitter and Instagram and wherever else you may look for me. How long do I let this play? It's supposed to fade out. It's supposed to again. Is it? Okay. Come back on StreamYard again. They had a. Jesus Christ. It's a long song. That was supposed to fade out. It doesn't repeat, right? Okay, cool. Yeah, no, find me anywhere. Lorenzo Ariola on Twitter, Instagram. I don't know. That's typically where I even like on fucking YouTube. It's at Lorenzo Ariola. Hey, how's everyone going? It's another week. I'm glad I'm kind of doing these weekly now because I'm like I lead such a boring life that I really don't do a lot. Like when I was trying to do these daily and like run into things to do or run into things to talk about, what do you want to talk about? It's hard because I like do the same things every day. I like wake up at like 6 right before work, right? I wake up at fucking 6:45. I go take a piss. I usually like piss myself a little bit because like in the morning when you're not all hard and shit, so it's like you pee a little on yourself. So I'm on my pee a little on my pants, but I have these pants that are like moisture wicking, so it doesn't get too bad. I go to work, drink a Celsius because it's the only thing that really wakes you up in the morning. And then work, try to watch like a movie while working because work's been kind of slow, which I'm happy about. I mean, I'm great. I'm grateful. I'm grateful that I'm working, have insurance and all that shit. And yeah, like just get off work, take a nap, chill, maybe watch some anime with my niece, or just like hang out. I really need to start playing video games again. I have my fucking Xbox. I'm just like, I don't know. I need to fucking. I pay for a fucking Game Pass. I need to fucking do that. But yeah, no, I just keep trying to find like things to do. Like I think this week I ate what I eat. I ate menudo. I don't usually eat menudo, and you can. I don't know what's in menudo. I know it's got like tripe. I don't know if it's beef or if it's goat. I don't fucking know. But I ate some menudo because my niece had just gotten braces, and so she like couldn't eat really. She has to be real particular on what she eats, and so she had like a whole like leftover thing of menudo from the day before she had gotten her braces. And I was like, I'll eat it. I don't want it to go to waste. That's the kind of person I like. Trash, 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 trash. Yum, yum, yum. I like eating leftovers. I'm the king of leftovers. Leftovers. And so I ate the menudo, and dude, it was fucking spicy. They were like I kind of like choked on it and coughed, and uh I just fucking I feel like I got a drop of it in my lungs. I don't know if you've ever had that feeling where you feel like you got something super spicy inside of your lungs, like just a drop. Like I felt like there was a drop of it in my lungs, and there was like it was down my fucking throat where I just like couldn't scratch it or couldn't breathe it. I was all, not to mention I'm like really overweight at the moment, so uh yeah, it just made things even worse. I don't know. It was super spicy. I don't know how my fucking niece eats that. I really don't. It was so fucking spicy. But yeah, I ate that. That's what I did today. That's what I did this week. I ate that, and then all week. I mean, I've done this before. I don't know if I've talked about it like a lot, but I've been like, I don't know if you want to call it. I'm like addicted to gambling, but I've been like gambling a lot on like those parlays of sports and specifically women's basketball. So I've been betting on some tennis and some baseball, and I just look at like the stats and see who's been doing well all fucking week or all the last like few games. Statistically, I imagine that they would get it. But then also depends on what opponent they face. But I had been betting on sports like $10 a time. I do like 3-person parlays, $10 a time, And this week I've been actually like winning a lot where I'll bet $10 and I'll win like 50. And I've done that like a few times where I'm like, oh shit, I actually like paid a bill with how much I've been winning this week. But it sucks because like I don't even get like when I first started betting, it was kind of like a replacement for like the way I would feel when I would steal things. Like I would get this adrenaline, like oh shit, I just bet $10 and I won 50 or I won $60. Holy shit! Like this feels good. I love the feeling of like winning money. you know, like it gave me a fucking high. Adrenaline. And now like I'm at the point where I'll do like a bet or two or three, and I'll maybe win one or win two, and I won't feel anything, and it sucks. Like I don't feel shit. I don't feel like it's almost to the point where I win and I'm like, oh, okay, cool. Like I got paid myself back. Thank the heavens or whatever. And yeah, it's just like I don't get this like rush of endorphins or fucking serotonin or whatever it fucking is into my brain. It's I just win something. It's like, well, finally I didn't lose. Like it's just a like, well, you didn't lose. So yeah, it's just been it sucks. And I still get this what do you call it, like I just want to bet. This compulsion, I don't know, I just feel compulsed to bet, and it's I need to stop because I know I'm losing more than I'm actually winning, obviously, for sure, but I'm just like, oh, I need to. I don't know, but it's funny. It's fun to bet on like women's basketball because I look for the ones that like suck really bad, and I just put like less than, like less than however many points, less than however many rebounds, less than however many fucking assists or whatever. Assists. Girl. 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 But yeah, that's really what I've been doing is just this and that and that and this. Uh, Another thing I was thinking of, I don't know why. Burger King. I've been seeing a lot of commercials for them where they say, "Oh, have the Whopper your way," because it's have it your way. The fucking um the commercial. It's always have it your way. You can eat beep boop bop 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 beep beep doop bop 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 beep, have it your way, have it your way, have it your way, beep boop bop bop bop, and you got to scat a little bit. But I've been seeing a lot of commercials for like, oh, if we fuck up on your Whopper, we'll replace it like free of charge or whatever. And I just think about like when I worked at Burger King. I know for like a month in my hometown. I was doing it as a second job when I was like really wanting to make money, and I worked there like for a month in the mornings as a second job, and I hated the owners because the owners were up your ass there all the time, and they were like some Indians, and like not Native American Indians, but like India Indians, and they were just like the biggest cheapskates. They'd be like, only two sauce packets per 10-piece nugget. If one 5-piece nugget, one packet of sauce. Two napkins, one spoon. If they want more to pay extra. And I just hated it, dude. I just hated that job. I hated those people. I just Burger King. I like Burger King. Like the whole flame broiled Whopper sounds cool, and it's actually good if I guess we go to the right Burger King. But I just don't like. I didn't like the one in my town, my hometown. I hope it flooded. I hope, I hope the fucking biblical waters washed it away. I doubt it, because they worship a different god, whatever god that might be. Although I don't know how they would put bacon in burgers. Is it how that's halal? But yeah, no, that's all I really want to talk about as far as like me going on me today. Me. And yeah, I mean we'll get into other stuff here. I have a few, I guess, whatever to talk. What do you want to talk about? But yeah, no, I want to thank you for tuning in, and we'll continue the podcast right here. We'll get it going. Yeah. welcome to a news segment. This is the weekly news segment where we talk about the news of what's going on this week. Of this was last, or I don't know. I was just talking. We talk about the week that was before, not that's coming up because that wouldn't make sense because I can't fucking tell the future. This is what happened in the week. If y'all didn't see, it's pretty much all that's what I'm going off of. So let's check out this week in the news, right? For 727. First up on the news, singer Carly Simon revealed that she has Parkinson's disease. That sucks. I really don't know what Parkinson's disease does. Is that the same disease fucking what's his name has Michael J. Fox, right? I think that's the same one he has, but I'm not sure what it does other than like make you shaky, right? And not be able to like control yourself. And I don't know if it like fucks you up eventually later on. I don't fucking know. I All I know is it's not good. I don't think there's a cure. Otherwise, people wouldn't talk about it. And yeah, that sucks. I really like Carly Simon. I love her music. It's like the shit. It really inspirational. It's one of the things like my mom would listen to all the time before she was evil. My mom, and yeah, even in that one movie, what is it, The Little Black Book? I think where Carly Simon is like this huge plot point in it. It's not bad. I think it's with Brittany Murphy, who, if you recall, died of like a drug overdose or something. So that sucks. Really downer. Cries like "You're so vain," and she sings "Anticipation," doodle doodle doo, and then "Touched by the Sun." Oh, that's a banger. Touched by the. Do you need to look up "Touched by the Sun" if you haven't heard that song? Um, "You Belong to Me." That was like a. I think it was like a Michael McDonald. You belong to me. You belong to me. She fucking goes all hardcore on it. So I love Carly Simon. I hope she gets better. She's one of the women I would want to see live if I did get out of my disease, my anxiety bubble. But I know she only puts on concerts like up in like Virginia or something, like up north, like by New York and shit. So that sucks. But whatever. That's life, I guess. Right. Next year on the news, the Odyssey leaked on X, high quality bootleg seen by millions in hours before takedown. I love the idea of a high quality bootleg. That's where we're at. I mean, I say this was me a lot of years ago. I used to like. There was a point where I was like in between jobs, and I would survive. Well, as a kid, I would like survive burning CDs for like money. I remember people like I knew everyone. Dude, everyone was like, "Oh, you're the guy who burns CDs. You're the guy who burns CDs." And I would just like stay up downloading songs for people, burning CDs, and I get like $5 here, $5 there. Dude, $5 is a lot of money back then, dude. And I would make everyone their playlists, and man, I was just like a real popular guy. I remember one time in class, I was like counting all the money I had like a badass. I had like $65 in fives and ones and shit. And that was a lot of money back then, dude. 65 just to like make at school. But then there was a point where I like obviously upgraded to where I started burning DVDs. Uh, and I always tried to be like, no, I don't do cam qualities, only DVD. I had like standards in my pirating sort of shit, my bootleg shit. So yeah, hearing about this, I have rarely wanted to see cam movies. I did because I don't go out to theaters. I don't not anymore. So I did want to see like Obsession when they did have a high quality cam, and I did watch the cam, and obviously it was a good movie, but it sucked because it was a cam. It had people fucking standing up and shit and coughing, and also Backrooms. I saw Backrooms a cam version, and I regret that. Like whenever it does, it has come out, but once it does, I'll like probably buy that because I did buy Obsession because I wanted to see it in high quality, but then also to like you know support it because I don't want to be the person now that like steals movies, unless I can. I don't fucking know. I have weird fucking morals, I think this is okay, but that's not okay, blah blah blah, right? All of us do. We're all Christian, fear God fearing men. we're men. Men were when men were men. But yeah, no, I want to see the Odyssey. I don't want to see a high quality leak. Did you see that fucking that meme of Robert Pattinson? Get these beggars out of here. That shit's all funny. But no, I'll wait to watch the Odyssey when it comes out. Of course, I'm not gonna see it in the way it was intended in IMAX and blah blah blah. But who gives a fuck, right? But I do want to see it. Who cares what the people say? Oh, it's woke and fucking yeah. I ate some pistachios, chocolate covered pistachios right now. Fucking good. But yeah, I do want to see it. That sucks that people are leaking it, but that's the world. We all leak everything. I've already seen a brand new day spoilers and footage, and it's just like, what can you do? But just like try to avoid the internet. I don't know. Try your best. Try your best if you are that upset about it. But it's gonna happen. I mean, it getting leaked isn't gonna really tear into its profit. It's still gonna make a fucking $1 billion or whatever it is. But whatever. No big deal, right? Next year on the news, Dr. Fauci. Is that what I wrote down? Fauci is like in court for something, and he keeps like, I guess for COVID or for being a piece of shit doctor, and he just keeps pleading the fifth. And I'm just like, I mean, I guess I don't know. It's just kind of funny, I guess we can like listen to this shit.
Well, nothing says honesty like taking the fifth, huh, Doc?
Hmm?
Let's try something. What day of the week is it today?
On the advice of counsel, I respectfully decline to answer based upon my rights under the Fifth Amendment to the Constitution.
What color tie are you wearing?
On the advice of counsel, I respectfully decline to answer based upon my rights under the Fifth Amendment to the Constitution.
What color is the carpet in front of you?
On the advice of counsel, I respectfully decline to answer based upon my rights under the Fifth Amendment to the Constitution.
Let's just get one. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
So, he's just trolling, saying he's pleading the fifth. And I think it's funny because the dude should have straight up asked him, like, are you retarded? Or are you gay? And he was like, I plead the fifth. He's like, sounds like you're gay. Sounds like you're retarded. If you're retarded, plead the fifth. And then he just pleads the fifth. Got you. Fucking loser. I don't know. Like, it already happened. I don't see the point in like, this is where our tax dollars go, is like creating these sort of circus shows where it's just like, look, we're having fun. We're showing that there's a good guy and a bad guy, and then next president term is just going to get reversed, and then the next president term is just going to get reversed. Like, that's all we pay our tax dollars to, is just like this term with Donald Trump, he undoes everything Biden did the last time and then does his own shit. And then the next term, let's say it's with Kamala Harris, right? All she'll do is undo all the shit Trump did and then do her own stuff. And then it's just this never-ending cycle of undoing the last thing the person before did and then doing whatever they want to. And that's just it. It's just this never-ending cycle of doing that shit to where our tax dollars, a shit ton of tax dollars, mind you, because these people make, like, they don't get minimum wage. They get paid a shit ton of money to just sit there and wear these fancy suits and just talk shit to each other. But it's all work. Dude, it's like a wrestling. It's literally like WWE or AEW, where they're just put on a show for us, and we're like, oh yeah, he's the bad guy, he's a good guy. Ooh, I hate him. And then they turn off the cameras and like, that was fun. What's up, man? And they just like, yeah, you son of a bitch, that was great. We really fucking made our money. We really fucking put on a show for those marks, But yeah, that's all fucking politics is a bunch of bologna with no cheese. Because if it had cheese, I would at least maybe enjoy it. But bologna, I don't know. Can I eat bologna anymore? There was a point where like my mom would get like the cheapest bologna, and I hated it. But what would she get? I'm trying to remember. There was something that like I vowed. Well, for one thing, like when we were poor, my dad would buy a lot of Vienna sausages, and I vowed to never eat Vienna sausages again because they're just disgusting. They're in that jelly and shit, and dude, it makes me gag. There's like rarely any foods or anything. Like I've I've like lived in like a house full of like a hoarder house full of shit, you know, and or rats and stuff, and barely anything makes me gag except for like Vienna sausages in the jars or in the tin cans with the jelly. That shit's fucking it's disgusting. And then I think bologna, the like really cheap bar S bologna, I don't like it. I do like the high grade bologna, although I think bologna's is like a poor man's meat. Uh, I'm pretty sure I could eat like the rich white person's bologna, but not the poor person's. It's just nasty. But bar S is good, like the really low economic poor ass meat. Like the weenies are all right, you know. But you could probably buy weenies cheaper than dog food and just feed your dog fucking weenies all the time. But yeah, moving on here to our next news thingy jiggy. Jared Leto has been accused of criminal sexual conduct by 4 women who claimed the offenses occurred when they were teenagers. Uh, in a new BBC documentary, Jared Leto, Hollywood Secret, a total of 10 women come forward with allegations against the actor and musician. Oh yeah, because he's in that one band with his fucking brother, right? They all wear eyeliner. I was just saying, like, I just watched Masters of the Universe. It was decent. You know, I was gonna talk about it on my weekly media review of what I watched, but it's weird that they all like, I don't know if they waited until Jared Leto had like an actual hit movie, and then they're like, now we'll fucking get him because he's being beloved again, you know, because they didn't want to come out and hate him when everyone was dogpiling on him when he kept making Morbius and all his other shit movies, you know. Even though I do want to see him, just, you know, to talk shit about him, right? But he just looks like, I don't know, he doesn't look uh like a sexual assaulter. I don't know what the term is, the correct term, but he's an actor. He's a good looking dude. Like, I could see him being like a fucking a Pepe Le Pew type shit and try to like get with girls, you know, like a suave French debonair. And I don't know, when they were teenagers, shit. I don't know. You know, a lot of it's happened with the Me Too movement and shit, where it's like, oh, this happened. Oh, I'm gonna accuse them on this, and then like the charges never like get charged. It was just like a hearsay type thing, but then people still get canceled because it ran through the media. You know, the People's Court or whatever the court of public opinion. Um, I don't know. I don't think Jared Leto deserves this unless it is true. Then okay, by all means, like cancel him or do whatever you're gonna do, you know. But a lot of these shits about celebrities just go off of like, well, I was stupid and I did this consensually, but now I regret it, so I'm gonna fucking, you know, talk shit about him and run him under the mud so I feel better about myself, you know. And not to lessen anyone's fucking history again, if it is true, it's a terrible thing, and you know he deserves to be punished for it. But I don't know, like again, you know, he's a man. He's a God fearing man. He deserves his time in to tell his side of the story, even though he's gonna like just say, "Oh, I've denied all allegations." Okay, you sound guilty. Then maybe you are guilty. Maybe you are. I don't fucking know. I'm not a big time lawyer. I'm a small town city lawyer, small town city lawyer who's overweight. Finally, here on the news. Here we go. The U.S. government has banned future Roombas and other advanced robot vacuums from being sold in the country. Existing approved models can continue to be sold. Um, I mean, I get it. What are they like? I think I was reading about this, and they were, you know, the government thinks that they're robots spying on us from China or whatever. China. But I just feel everything's spying on us, dude. Everything is spying on us. Like, I leave my camera on. Like, they have literally, my camera has the little wit thingy, the shutter where you can close it and be like, oh, feel more privacy. He's like, I shouldn't even have to close the shutter, you know? There should be no one watching me through that when it's not on or when I think, you know. But it's funny that they're going as far as Roombas, and I always see Roombas in like TV shows or the commercials where people show them working, and then in some like YouTube videos where they show like a Roomba cleaning shit. I'm just like, dude, why would I would feel like a bunch of you have to have your floors really clear to have a Roomba just like going around doing shit. And I never have my floors that clear. Like my room is a fucking Home Alone trap. Like you try to walk through my room and there's different fucking shit on the floor where you could trip. There's narrow pathways. There's boxes. Like I wouldn't have enough floor for a Roomba to. There's not enough open space with floor for a Roomba to fucking do shit where I would feel like it would make sense. And then you got to charge it. You got to put cleaning fluid in it. I'm sure you got to empty it out when it has to pee or whatever the fuck it does, when it's hungry. And I don't know. I don't know. And then they're expensive too. I'd get it if they were, $49.99 or something like an on sale GameCube. And that's why everyone would have one. But they're like $600 for a good one. Like, fuck, dude. Why am I gonna pay $600 for something that like cleans my floor at a snail's pace when I could just pay someone to come fucking deep clean pay the Mexican housemaid to come fucking clean up my shit and then maybe get a view because maybe she's hot. Some Arnold Schwarzenegger. Ooh, said the Schwarzenegger word. That's the secret word. I don't see. I don't know. I guess when the Roombas first came out, they were a sort of you would buy one because you felt like, oh, you were fancy, I would think the people who have urinals in their homes feel the same way because I don't see why you would ever need a urinal in your home unless you're just a cool dude. But yeah, I don't know. But yeah, I do believe governments are spying on us through our devices, and I don't care. I have a shit ton of devices in here. There's some that I don't care to have. Like I don't like the Siri thing on my phone just because I hate talking to my phone or wanting it to hear me, even though it does hear me. I just don't want it to talk back to me, I guess. And then like the Amazon Echoes and the shit like that. I remember having one and I immediately like didn't like it because it would like, oh, did you say something? Oh, did you say something? Like, no, I didn't say anything. I didn't say shit. And I just turned it off and sold it because I sold it at a loss because I didn't want to fucking deal with that. But yeah, that's the government for you, right? Always fucking dealing with that shit. But that's that's the news, right? Okay, we can go on to I don't know something else. I think, right? Yeah, no, let's move on. Hey, it's another segment. It's another weekly media. What did I call this? Right, weekly media, I guess, because I try to like I've been trying to watch a lot of the new shit this week. Yeah, no, I don't think. Oh, as far as like TV goes, I think I watched WWE Unreal or not TV, but shows. But I did watch WWE Unreal. I did finish that. I'll probably talk about that more on the wrestling podcast. But I did watch that. It wasn't as good as the other seasons. This was in season 3. I really preferred season 2 and season 1. Uh, I don't think I fucking watched any other. I watched Dark Side of the Ring, but again, that's wrestling. That's all I fucking do is watch wrestling all week. Again, hear that on the wrestling podcast. Look up That's All Kayfabe if you want to listen to a wrestling podcast that I do with me and my buddy Gabe. We do that fucking once a week. That comes out on Mondays 2 at noon. This one comes out Mondays at 8 a.m. I think, right? I'm still working on it, but yeah, typically Mondays because that just makes the most sense to me. But yeah, weekly media. Let's see. No, not really any change in music. Not really talking about music this week. Let's look at movies. Let's look at what movies I watched today or this week. Let's see what movies. Holy shit! I have to fart out of my brain. Movies for the week of last week. Let's see here. Let's take a look. So I did start out this week with Mortal Kombat 2. 2026. I've watched Mortal Kombat 1 last week. I was gonna watch Mortal Kombat 2 this week or last week, but I was like, I don't even really remember what happened in 1. So I rewatched 1. I think 1 was a lot better than 2 Because two, I gave it 2 stars, because it's part two, nah, because it number two just dude, everyone was like phoning it in, like it had, like cool cameos with a K for not cameos but introductions of like fucking Johnny Cage, Noob Saibot, fucking Baraka. Sindel, I've never really liked Sindel. I've always fucking thought she was ugly. They try to make her like look attractive, but I think it's just the gray hair that fucking. It's a lot of gray hair. Fucking bugs me. Not that that can't be attractive on a woman. I just never really liked the way Sindel looked. Um, yeah, no, it was. I don't know. It just it wasn't good. The writing sucked. The fights weren't even that good. The fighting scenes, and like I said, the actors. I know that dude who played a fucking Johnny Cage, Carl Urban. I know he can act because I like him in a lot of other shit. He was in what Thor. He was in The Boys. Oi, mate. Oi. Oi, Ewie. Fucking mate. Oi. But they had him speaking regular American and they had the comedic Australian go to whoever Kano was played by. So he couldn't do the Oi, Ewie. Oh, it's Homelander. Yeah, it wasn't that good. Shao Kahn was pretty cool though. He was pretty badass. Like seeing him like fight and shit, it was cool. But and then Jade, they had like Jade played by a bald black chick, and I don't know. Jade's pretty hot, but this chick didn't. I was like, did you really have to get a bald chick to play Jade? Didn't you get like a hot like the whoever played Melina in the first one? She got killed by Sonya, but she had ass. She had a fat ass, like a black chick fat ass. Uh, and then Katana, I always loved Katana. Whoever played her in this movie was fucking great too. She was hot. She was pretty hot. But yeah, if you want to check me out on Letterboxd, I am at Lorenzo Areola on Letterboxd too. Hey, I try to like I don't make these fucking a page and a half, 2-page essays on why I like a movie and stuff like that, but I do like rate movies on there and I try to talk about them more here because I just like being funny. I don't really care if you. It's not that I'm saying like, oh, I don't care if you hate or like my opinions. Like it's just like whatever. Everyone has their opinions, like so whatever. But yeah, that was Mortal Kombat 2. Next here on I didn't even have to change the tab. Next year I watched Avatar: Aang the Last Airbender, and this just came out in 2026. I watched it with my niece. I told her because she was like away at camp or something. And I was like, "Oh, this one came out because it's the one that leaked on the fucking uh Twitter. It leaked on Twitter or all over the internet. I really just saw it on Twitter. And I was like, nah, because we just finished the original Avatar series. We're watching The Legend of Korra. I just bought the video game, which I haven't even like touched on my fucking Steam Deck. I just bought it because I wanted it day one. And yeah, it's like I wanted to watch this with my niece because we are just watching everything Avatar, and then she was like watching Naruto too. But we watch Avatar together. We watch Naruto together too. But I really want to watch Avatar because Naruto, there's just so many fucking episodes, and then you gotta deal with Boruto. Like fuck, dude. Anyway, this movie, dude. If you've already seen The Legend of Korra, this movie, this Avatar: Aang the Last Airbender, it borrows a lot of like stuff from The Legend of Korra. It borrows stuff like the Denied, who were people who have no bending abilities. It's the same thing as the oh my god, they're in the Legend of Korra. I always forget what they're called. They're like the Neglected or something. I don't fucking remember, but oh my god, why can't I fucking remember? Anyway, it was the same thing where you essentially had like a group of people who didn't like benders because they had more power than they did, And this one was basically that where you have the Denied who don't like the powers that the benders have, so they search for this magical staff that awakens the ability in you to airbend. Like whoever has the staff can give you the power to airbend. And then they awaken like an old warrior who turns out to be a bad guy, and he's voiced by Batista. Fucking Batista. Everything has to do with wrestling, right? And it was just a lot of plots from the Legend of Korra. Like if you've seen season 1 and 2 of Legend of Korra, you're like, oh, this they're just borrowing shit from it. So I gave it 3.5 or 2.5 stars because the animation was beautiful. I thought that was great, but the story was just fucking boring. And of course I gave it more stars because I want to see more Avatar shit. I know they're gonna come out with a series where twin Earthbenders, and one of them's like the fucking Avatar after Korra, and it's a different like animation. And I know they're gonna come out with like more video games. I'm hoping, unless they cancel them because they're canceling everything else. But yeah, I just watched this because I wanted to watch with my niece, and yeah, it's just a lot of the same shit as Korra. If you've watched Korra, this will kind of be boring to you, but the animation is beautiful. And the ages they're at, I don't know. It was a weird. They're at like weird. They're like at 18 or 20, and Toph. They released like some picture of her where she had big ass tits, like anime tits. And in this movie, I'm like, nah, she doesn't have anime tits, but Toph is pretty cute. I will not say she just looks fine. I don't have any. Maybe I'm attracted to her, but not like sexually. But yeah, that was Avatar: Aang the Last Airbender. Next movie here I watched is Spirited Away from 2001, a Studio Ghibli production. Blah blah. I had never seen this before. Actually, Gabe, my buddy Gabe from That's All Kayfabe, he had told me he had suggested it, and I was like, I'll watch it. I'm here kind of during the week. If I have some time, I'll watch it. And it was all right. I really love, of course, I love the animation. It's beautiful. I love the Studio Ghibli movies. I do like. I prefer other ones more. This one I give 3 stars just because it is beautifully animated. There's a good story to it, but it's not anything that I'm like I gravitate towards. I don't understand the whole idea of like young love or whatever this dude, because I feel like he's done this in like he did this in Ponyo too, but I really liked Ponyo. Ponyo was cute. Sasuke, Sasuke, him, Sasuke, him. Thought I opened up a mosquito bite on my leg. Have you ever done that where you like scratch a mosquito bite and all the blood just like drips all the way down, so it looks like this rowdy blood, like one solid stream of blood? Do that all the time. I love scratching my fucking mosquito bites. But yeah, I prefer other ones. There was a Lupin the Third, the Castle of Cagliostro. He did. I love that fucking movie. I love the Castle of Cagliostro. It's so good. And I just like Lupin the Third. It's a great like concept. This motherfucker who just steals shit, and he's like a master of a jack of all trades, a master of all trades. But yeah, this one was all right. 3 stars. It was. I couldn't really get into it, or I did like get interested in the story, but then the end, I was like, oh, okay, so whatever. Yeah, it was. It was a movie. It was beautiful, but I'd never watched it, and I don't know. I don't regret watching it, but I just didn't really connect with me like other Studio Ghibli movies did. Even man, what is that one with the really small people? The Secret World of like Arietti or something. That one was all right too. But that was that movie. And then right after this, right after Spirited Away, I had enough time to watch a movie on Amazon Prime called Housemaid. And this came out in 2026. This was on Amazon Prime for free. I was looking on Prime. I was gonna watch Masters of the Universe. And I was like, man, Masters of the Universe is like fucking 2.5 hours long, a little under that, some change. I was like, I don't want to like watch that long of a movie. And so this was like on my suggested Housemaid, and it was an hour and a half, like a solid hour and a half with credits. So it was probably even less. And I was like, I'll watch it. Why the fuck not? And this movie was not good. This movie was very, very, very independent and not in a good way. It was very low budget. The writing was very, it wasn't juvenile. It was very student sounding, like it was a student made project. Essentially, it's just about you have a husband and wife. They have a robot housemaid, and it's like a prototype, but they're able to like afford it because the wife is like sick with like a heart disease or something. The wife dies, but right at the end when she's with the robot, she's like, "Take care of whatever the guy's name was. Take care of him for me." And of course, the maid being a fucking prototype, it like interprets that as like taking care of him no matter what. Like if anyone gets close to him, she kills them, and if any like people try to do him wrong, she like murders them. So it's very. It's a lot like Megan. It's a lot like I sure the Soulmate just came out, which I want to see. In the Megan universe, it's that same cliche about like a robot gaining more feelings towards their owner, and then it becoming like a horror film, not comedic. But I gave it 1 star because of nudity, because a couple of chicks were naked in this movie. The robot maid was kind of hot, like she's butt naked. Like, oh shit, like I could see a butt naked chick. Hell yeah, she didn't have like big tits, but still like I feel like the size of her tits made sense for it being like an android that is like built for I don't feel like you're gonna build a house-made robot with huge tits just because that there's more parts into it or more cosmetics or more likely for it to like break down. So I feel like you would make it a lot like more flat-chested. And then you see like this dude's trying to get with like this new chick, and you see her naked too, but she's not that hot. I should have like get cut off a star for that. But the housemaid chick, you can see her butt naked. She's pretty hot. But that's really all I thought about that movie. It was just an hour and a half thing to watch, and it sucked. It really sucked. Do not watch this movie. It wasn't good. I'm gonna be thinking about it now about how much it sucks. It's stuck in my head. Next year on Amazon Prime, I decided to watch Masters of the Universe 2026. Uh, I'd kept hearing that it was like actually good, but then theaters it didn't make any money, blah blah blah. And I have no nostalgia for these older movies, or not these older, but from the 80s. Like I was never into He-Man. I was never into Master of the Universe. I was more into Ninja Turtles, but I was born in 87. So I just grew up really liking Ninja Turtles. But He-Man, I was never into. The movie itself, though, was entertaining. Like it was fun. It didn't take itself too seriously. Jared Leto, I don't know. I feel like they could have casted anyone else because you don't ever see his face, but he did great in the role, which is why I feel like people are starting to fucking come at him with accusations right when he has a good role in a movie. It's kind of funny. But yeah, I think this was a fun movie. It was beautiful as far as like effects go and stuff like that. It was really brightly colored and just a really fun watch. I gave it 3.5 stars out of 5. And I don't know, it had like a good like story to it about the whole him like not taking himself as like a man's man, talking about his feelings. And I don't know, everyone was all right in it. I really had no gripe with it. It didn't take itself too seriously. I just wish I knew the series more to rate it higher, because I don't know if like I get that reference. That really made me feel like nostalgic back to my childhood. Blah blah blah. I just don't know. I didn't connect with that, but it was a beautiful movie. It was fun. I don't regret watching it. Would I watch it again? Nah, but I would tell people, no, it was a good movie. You should watch it. And it was on Amazon Prime. I didn't have to pay for it, so fuck yeah. All in all, 3.5 stars. 3.5 stars. Lastly, here on the list of movies I watched, the Super Mario Galaxy movie from 2026. This one just came out. I've been watching a lot of recent movies. I really need to start watching like older movies. I'm probably gonna ask AI to like randomly pick me a movie from any fucking time period and see if I can watch it. But this was a fun watch. I was watching half of it while I was working, and I ended up like getting busy at work. So I was like, fuck, I gotta watch it later. So I watched the other half like later on at night. But it was fun. Like the references in it were great. The story, I guess I don't know if it was just because it was kind of like a dumb story, but I couldn't really connect with it just because I never played Mario Galaxy. I played the older Marios. I played some of the newer ones. I played a lot of them. Even like the Mario Maker part was fun in the movie. Bowser Jr., whoever did the voice of him, was fucking great. I don't know. I like the voice of Peach. They made her seem, of course, like a boss bitch, but not in a not. They had a good balance of like boss bitch and helpless princess. You know, it was a good one. The part I didn't really get into was when they were turned into babies. I feel like that part could have just been ignored, but I think they wanted to have Yoshi do his thing, kind of like in Yoshi's story when he was taking care of the babies, which I never played that game either. So there you go. That's probably why I didn't connect with it, or even the Galaxy part, because I never played Mario Galaxy. But I gave it 4 stars for the references. It was a cute watch. Seeing the different things like Rob, Game and Watch, Star Fox, stuff like that was fun. Rosalina, I mean, I guess again, I don't really know her. She's hot, I guess. I was seeing Daisy at the end. I mean, spoiler alert, Daisy makes a quick cameo, and I was like, hell yeah, there's my Latin princess right there. I think she's Latin. I don't know, but they could have in Indy Never Ready play fucking Princess Daisy. I'd like that. I like Indy Never Ready saggy tits, the saggy Mexican tits. But I like saggy Mexican tits. I like saggy Mexican. That's my fucking Donald Trump. Uh, she has a cute butt too, but you know, whatever. But yeah, I gave it 4 stars. I wouldn't watch it again, but I really did enjoy watching it, and I think it was good. You know, it was just as good as the first one. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. But yeah, what did y'all think of this week's media? If you want to like give me some suggestions on what shit to watch, hey man, hit me up anywhere at Lorenzo Ariola on Twitter, Instagram, even on Letterboxd. Follow me on Letterboxd and read my reviews, which are again, they aren't life changing fucking essays on why I fucking watch these films. They're just me talking shit or making a joke. Don't take me too seriously, you know, and all that. But yeah, no, that was the week in media. I'll see you. We'll keep going. I think, right? We are keeping going with this. Yeah, I think so. Hey everyone, welcome to a segment. A segment I like to call AI helping write this. it's I don't know if the title gave it away, but essentially I ask AI, hey, you know, give me a couple things to talk about on the podcast. Help me fucking write what I'm going to talk about because I am a piece of shit and everybody's using it and the water. We need all that fresh water, burn down the trees, and take all the jobs of real hardworking people, et cetera, whatever. But yeah, I asked AI, hey, give me some things to talk about in the podcast. So that's what this segment is. AI help me write this. We'll start with the first one. This is I put give me the most random thing to talk about on podcasts, right? And this is what it told me: the hidden physics and drama of elevators. So apparently, these are some weird trivia about elevators and what they do to fuck with you. And honestly, I haven't been on an elevator in forever. Even when I was like active out in the world, I would avoid elevators. I would take the stairs because I was just so scared of. I'm not like claustrophobic because I could be in like a box, you know, but just being like, my fear is that I have a fear of like no exit. So when that one door is like closed, I get really scared. And I know when I would like visit my cousin, I would rather take the stairs instead of taking the elevator because she was she on like the eighth floor or this she was real high up. I want to say on the eighth floor, and that was pretty scary. But going up the stairs, I was fine. It was just like the elevator being stuck in it was fucking scary. And then I remember I went to like my sister's like college graduation party or something, and the building had they had like all these stairs, but then like there was a thing above that only took an elevator to get to, like 2 more floors or 2 more stories up, and it was like a big ballroom that was like by a big window pane of glass. Like the wall was a big window, a big window, And I remember like looking out there and not being scared. I'm getting anxious now thinking about it. But I remember looking out there and not being scared. I was more afraid that I couldn't leave without only going to the elevator. That's what scared me. But that's really like where my fear stems. I haven't been in an elevator in a while, but let's look at what it says here. The closed door button in North America, due to the American with Disabilities Act, the closed door button on almost all elevators built since the 1990s does literally nothing unless you have a firefighter's key. It is a placebo button designed solely to give anxious riders a sense of control. So yeah, that stop button doesn't do shit unless you're a fireman. A firefighter's key. I bet you could like buy a firefighter's key off of eBay or something, dude. Like you can buy anything off of eBay. I bet you could buy that. You could buy the key to a Taco Bell or fucking buried treasure and shit. A skeleton key. I've always, man, in cartoons and games and movies, I remember how they always hyped up the skeleton key that could open up any lock. That's pretty fucking cool. The idea of a key that could open any lock. That'd be a cool wish. Like a obsession, one wish willow type shit. Like I want a key that could open any lock on the planet or on in the universe, right? Why not? Why not say the whole universe in case you go onto a fucking alien planet like Mars or something? Whatever. The mirror trick. Elevator mirrors weren't put there so people could check in their hair. In early high rises, people complained that elevators were too slow. Elevator companies realized building faster engines was too expensive, so they added mirrors, tricking people's brains into being occupied, which made time feel like it moved faster. So that's why they have mirrors in elevators to fucking distract you from the government, from real things. That's cool. Everything is psychological, right? Ugh. The whole point of like, what was it? Is it like McDonald's that why they have yellows and reds in their restaurants so people their eyes are like annoyed by the colors, so they fucking want to like leave earlier and not be there so they can get more customers in? Yeah, it's all psychological, you know. It's all the fog and Silent Hill. It's all fucking there to fuck with you. The elevator music. Muzak, the original elevator music, was specifically engineered with exact tempos and frequencies meant to lower blood pressure and prevent claustrophobia induced panic attacks in early skyscrapers. That's cool. I'm sure I listen to that kind of shit now in my apps, like my Calm apps or fucking. I have a lot of like apps that are supposed to help with my like mental, you know, my mental state of mind. Like, oh, listen to this or fucking calm yourself with these hurts, this music, this hurts of music. It doesn't hurt. These hurts. But that's interesting. I don't know how they. That's weird that even back then with the original elevator music, they still took into consideration people's fears of them. But that's interesting. Floor 13 paranoia over. Oh shit. Oh, sorry. Fucking, I'm always tired. Over 85% of multi-story buildings in the U.S. skip the 13th floor on the panel, going straight from 12 to 14 because building developers are terrified of lower property values due to triskaidekaphobia, which is the fear of the number 13. I get that. I've never been scared of the number 13. I've always thought it was like a coincidence if I did like see it over and over again. But there was always like like I feel like there's a number in your life that you feel like you always see. Like there is a number. I don't want to say it because I feel like it gives away my personality. But there's always a number that I see like all the time. Like I look at my phone, I look at an address, I look at something like the whenever I'm pumping gas or whatever the amount I would see, and it'd always be a certain amount, and I would always like a certain number, and I would see it, and I'd be like, oh shit, there's the number like 1111 where they're like, make a wish, you faggot, you know. Oh, that Coke Zero. It's not cold, but it's still good. But yeah, that's pretty much it about elevators. I can't. Here we go. I asked it a random pop culture topic, and it told me about the time when spoken word albums were unhinged. That's what it says here. So I don't know if you're my age. I'm sure you look it up as like memes and on YouTube now. They, back when they had record albums and shit like that. I don't know if they had an 8 tracks, but where they had celebrities spoken word music. And so it goes into like detail about how William Shatner did dramatic reads of different literature, or even like that Rocket Man shit that he did, that whole reading of Rocket Man behind a band and shit. It also cites that like Leonard Nimoy did fucking songs in the name in his voice, you know. What is it saying here? Leonard Nimoy released an album in character as Mr. Spock, attempting to understand human emotion through folk music, including the viral classic "The Ballad of Bilbo Baggins." So yeah, it. I don't know. It's like in character albums. Like I'm sure you see them on YouTube now, where people are doing ASMR and all that other gay shit, where we make fun of music, or we put uh, Shakespeare lyrics to music, or even that Hamilton bullshit. Which, dude, I refuse to see. I keep hearing so many good things about Hamilton and that what's his name, Lou Bega, and I can't remember who wrote Hamilton or like created it, but I just don't see the appeal of like a rap musical about uh Hamilton, the president or something, and it's like him as a like a Hawaiian dude or Samoan, and not even a buff Samoan, like a skinny Samoan. I just don't see the point in that. I don't. Maybe I'll watch it one of these days to like really have an opinion on it, and to fucking who knows, maybe I'll secretly really like it. I've done that a lot with music where I'm like Sinners. I remember when Sinners came out, and I was like, I bet you that's all hype. It just sounds like they stole the idea from fucking that Quentin Tarantino, Robert Rodriguez movie From Dusk Till Dawn. But I actually really liked Sinners. Like I would rate it like I need to rewatch it just so I can rate it. But I would re-rate it. I would probably rate it 4.5 stars. It was really good. The half stars like because it's not an original idea, but I think even the creator like knew that, you know. Maybe 4 stars, 4.5, maybe 4.5. But yeah, that's about that. That you know, of course, albums like spoken word. It's like back then with ASMR or podcasts. You have a customer that just wants to hear someone talk or someone read, maybe soothe them, or just because they're big fans. You know, why not? Why the fuck not? Right? Next here, give me a strange historical event to talk about, and it gave me the dancing plague of 1518, where in July 1518, in the city of Strasbourg, a woman named Fra Trofea stepped into the street and started dancing uncontrollably to no music. She couldn't stop. Within a week, dozens joined her. Within a month, over 400 people were frantically dancing in the streets until their feet bled, unable to cease moving. Um, so people didn't really know why that was going on. I guess apparently the locals people were like, "Oh, it's witchcraft," and everyone was like, "Nah, nah, it's not. It's like a scientific thing to it." So they were like, "Well, what do we do? Just let them work it out. They'll eventually sweat it out and fucking deal with it, you know." Apparently, another idea was to hire musicians and construct a stage and bring other dancers to encourage the ones that were doing it to you're not alone, we're with you, keep dancing, you know. People were dancing until they collapsed from exhaustion, stroke, or heart attacks. It was a literal party to the death. Modern explanations say that it was mass psychogenic illness, mass hysteria, triggered by extreme local poverty, famine, and psychological stress. Another theory points to ergot poisoning, a toxic mold on rye bread that could cause spasm and hallucinations. But that doesn't really explain the nonstop dancing for weeks. Yeah, no, I feel like that would kind of make sense if everyone was like poor and like hungry and dealing with, I don't know, your firstborn could die immediately, like you would just like lose your mind. I feel like everyone would kind of do that with you, you know. It's kind of like a cabin fever whenever you're on a boat and you're like out in sea and nothing's around you, you're starting to fucking freak out, you know. But yeah, I could definitely see that going on. I always think of they do I think of like dancing shit like commercials or choreography, And I get it for some things. I do love musicals. I do love dancing, but it's just weird the idea of people are like in your life you want to be a backup dancer, like in your life, oh, I can't wait to be a backup dancer or be in a play, but just dance in the background. Like your whole life you just want to be an NPC. Like that's your motive in life. And you could say that about me or anyone. You're just a NPC in the world of retail or customer service, you know. But I don't know. It's. I just think about like being a backup dancer. And it's like I think of when the weekend performed at the Super Bowl, and just thinking of one of the people like wrapped up in a mask or something, and they're like, I can imagine them telling their parents, "Hey, watch me on TV. I'm gonna be this number like 58 on there," and then you're watching like that's my boy, number 58, the fucking masked wearing dude. It doesn't even have a number. It's just his name is number 58, you know. But uh, I don't know. That sucks that people want to dance till you're dead. No, is that that's the Lady Gaga song, right? Right, dance, people say, dance, with my hands, on my hands. Wait, wait. Oh, there's my neck. Woo, 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 yeah, woo, yahoo, wow, oof, mamma mia. Let's go. Last year, what else do I have here? The last topic I have to talk about is Project Pigeon, the organic precision guided missile. So during World War II, the electronic guidance systems for missiles didn't exist yet. Radar was bulky and reliable and easily jammed. Psychologist B.F. Skinner approached the U.S. military with a groundbreaking alternative: put trained pigeons inside the nose cone of bombs to steer them. So you would put pigeons at the nose of a missile, and they would find ways for the missile to steer them. Yeah, and how it works: Skinner designed a miniature cockpit inside the missile's nose cone. A lens projected a live image of the target, like an enemy battleship, onto a small screen. The pigeon was trained via operant conditioning to peck furiously at the image of the ship. Every time the pigeon pecked the screen, electrical contacts attached to its beak sent mechanical signals to the missile steering fins, keeping the weapon dead on target. To improve accuracy and prevent a rogue pigeon from missing, Skinner eventually upgraded the design to a 3-pigeon majority vote system. If 2 pigeons pecked left and 1 pecked right, the missile turned left. Why it was canceled? The system worked remarkably well in test conditions. The birds were reliable even under loud artillery simulation. But military officials simply could not take the idea seriously. During board presentations, the project was shelved in 1944 because general officers couldn't stop laughing at the thought of a pigeon brain super weapon. I feel like pigeons, dude. Didn't they do that shit like in the war? Like like insect, like mosquitoes. Like Bill Gates did that where he fucking put biological fucking malaria in the mosquitoes, and they're all fucking killing us and stealing our thoughts and shit to China and the government. It's kind of cool. Like the idea of like using, they already used birds to send messages and shit. Why not use them to fucking kill? You know, unless it was like OP, like mustard gas, where they're like, nah, we gotta you gotta ban this because it's just too OP. Using birds as weapons, it's fucked up, bro. It's fucked up. Kind of like they do they ever ban like using dogs as bombs? Like you use goats, but like a dog is like, nah, everybody loves a dog. I don't know. Unless you're those fucking Japanese folks back in World War II when they fucking no rules, where they had no fucking rules. That's why they dropped the nuke on them, because they were like, nah, we ain't fucking dealing with you savages. Savages, barely even human. Savages. No, I don't know. But yeah, no, that was AI helped me write this segment. That was fun. I like AI. I hope you like AI. And I use it to make art and stuff. Like I don't like I make the thumbnails. I'm not here like working on my masterpiece with AI. I just fucking use it because I'm like poor, because why not? But yeah, that was fun. Let me, we'll move on to the next thing. Why not? Right? That was fun. AI helped me write this. Yeah, that's cool. Hey, this segment's called. Hey everyone. Now this segment's called top 10, top 10, where it's like Watch Mojo. Top 10 Naruto events that shock the world. Top 10 tennis players who are twins. Top 10 uh, alopecia patients who have survived the Holocaust. Now, there's going to be top 10, just your basic top 10. I guess, I don't know. Why not? Everyone else does top 10 bullshits, right? We're going to do different things. Give me your top 10s, you might suggest, but I'm going to do top 10 food items. I'm doing not like food items like my favorite like food to eat. These are my top 10 fast food items like to get like from like takeout, like from fast food places or from around like to go to my house, like not things I really like at home because if it were up to me I could eat like lasagna and shit all the time. Lasagna and hamburgers. What else do I eat? I'll eat a lot of breakfast, like breakfast sausages, tacos. I eat a lot of tacos, whether they're lunch or tacos in the morning, tacos in the evening, tacos at supper time. I even eat pizza bits. I eat pizza bites too, pizza bagels, pizza rolls, whatever you want to call them. I eat a lot of those just because they're like easy to make. I could just like, I know you're supposed to put them in the oven, but I like microwave them, like rowdy nuke them for like 5 minutes, and then I eat them like with a fork and ranch. And again, like you're supposed to put them in the oven. You're supposed to eat them with your hands and then let them cool down and stuff. But I eat them like that because I'm a fucking Neanderthal. I'm a savage. And I just lost one of my fucking bet. I told myself I wasn't gonna bet anymore. I fucking bet on a parlay for the Indiana Fever game. I lost by one fucking look. I'll show you one fucking point. Hold on. Where is this shit at? Hold on. Let me get to my losers on my fucking parlay. I will show you on the results. Look at that. Look at that. That was higher than 3 rebounds. Got it. Higher than 22.5 points. Got it. Higher than 8.5 first half points. It was 8 points. I missed it by literally 1 fucking point. What the fuck is that bullshit? God damn it, dude. Whatever. That's life. You miss everything by just the littlest fucking thing. Anyway, let's talk about top 10 fast food item places that I like. And I guess these are in order. I tried to do them in order because I this was kind of hard once I did get my list going. And I'm gonna give consolation prizes for like beverages because I didn't put any beverages on here, but I do like, of course, a McDonald's Sprite. Oh man, that McDonald's Sprite just hits different when you like inhale it. Like you gotta like wine almost. You gotta drink it and then like inhale it through your nasal passages too. So it's just like it just you get the full effect of like the carbonation in the beverage. So fucking McDonald's Sprite is on there. Whataburger's Red Powerade is good. Whataburger's Red Powerade that goes hard. Fucking sweet tea from Bill Miller's. 9 out of 10 times it's good, and there's always that one time where it fucking sucks, where it just tastes like dog water. Chick-fil-A sweet tea is pretty much always good. So I used to like buy gallons of sweet tea and just drink that shit all the time. And I just like, now I'm all on a carbonation kick where I need a carbonated drink to feel like I'm burping. But man, I used to drink all this sweet tea from fucking Chick-fil-A. Hold on. Oh shit. Golden Chick, which I have on the list here, their sweet tea is pretty good too. Like a happy hour, I do like a happy hour sweet tea for like half the price. You get the largest one. I hate it when it's like a 32 ounce and it's in like a large cup. Then you have like a 44 ounce that's like a awkward size cup that like rarely fits in your fucking cup holder. I know Sonic used to do that when you would buy like a Route 44 or Route 44, where the fuck you call it, from Sonic, the drink on Happy Hour. The cup would be all like thick and you couldn't fit it in your cup holder. It's a fucking bunch of bullshit. But really, I think that's the only consolation prizes I wanted to do. Yeah, but let's go on to this list. So at number 10, at number 10 is Jack in the Box New York style vanilla cheesecake. And this was kind of hard because I had like top 10. I actually had something else in the top 10. And then like last minute, I remember because I was going to talk shit about Jack in the Box so bad because in my hometown, Jack in the Box sucked ass. It was like, every time I ate Jack in the Box there, I would get sick. But then again, I would always like order egg rolls or weird ass shit there, like at night or overnight, because it was really the only 24-hour place they had other than Whataburger. But Whataburger was like outside of town, so it was like a further drive. But I remember I had I sold something on eBay. The hell did I sell? Oh, I sold a WCW, like a PS1 game. That ain't gonna give me shit though. What is that gonna give me? How much does that even cost? It's gonna give me like $4. Whatever, $4 is $4. Anyway, New York style vanilla cheesecake. I had a boss, Wani, who would always want this. Like I think she was pregnant and she like craved it. And I remember trying one. I was like, oh my god, this is fucking good. But it's just like solid. Like any cheesecake is just fucking solid, and you feel it just going into your body and not digesting. And I just remember really liking this cheesecake from Jack in the Box. Otherwise, I mean, I can maybe do their curly fries, but honestly, like Jack in the Box sucks. Any Jack in the Box I've been to, I feel like sucks. I don't like their burgers. Their breakfast is mediocre. It takes too long for it to not even be that good. Yeah, but their New York style vanilla cheesecake is very good. It's very good. The cheesecake, no, it's very good. That's on my number 10 list. And these are just all random. These are all food items. They're not necessarily all desserts and stuff like that. They're just not beverages, because I talked about beverages right a little while ago. Next here at number 9, Wendy's fries. This is kind of like, I could probably put this higher, but I don't really crave fries. I'm actually more of an onion ring person, but there's really like no good place to get onion rings. I guess they're okay from Whataburger, but they're like not all that. I would prefer getting onion ring, like buying them from the store and making them in the oven at home, because I feel like you can get a better portion for the amount of money. But Wendy's fries, and I could say that I've worked at Wendy's, so I just like how thicker they are. Even like when they aren't fresh, they're still good, even though you preferably want fresh fries, of course. But I've never really liked McDonald's fries. Jack in the Boxes, I like the curly fries again, like I said, but I still not worth it with all the trouble Jack in the Box is. I just really like Wendy's. Of course, I worked there. It was like my first job, and I just had a soft spot for it because I just really like the food. You know, I remember when I worked there, we would get half off, right? Because that's pretty much typical. You get half off at whatever job you work at, off your meals or off a meal. It's real stingy there. But I would always order 2 junior bacons, thing of fries, like a medium fry. They're all on the dollar menu. These were on the dollar menu when I was working at Wendy's, back when dollar menus existed. And I would get a Sprite, and you can buy one for like a quarter. You just had to pay for the cup or some shit there because they were real stingy. But I would have a big ass Sprite, have 2 junior bacons, and then my medium fries, and then maybe a 5-piece nugget if I was really feeling feisty. But dude, like that, I used to buy that for like $3, like with the discount. Like it was so cheap. Even without the discount, it was fucking cheap because they were all dollar menu shit. You know, literally buy 10 burgers for $10. But Wendy's fries, I think they're the best fry out there. Honestly, McDonald's sucks. Chick-fil-A, I don't like the waffle fries at all. But then again, like I said, I'm not really a fry person. I prefer onion rings. I've been on to potato chips lately, tater tots. Dude, tater tots at Sonic. I should have listed that one here. Tater tots from Sonic were fucking good, but I actually prefer tater tots at home again because they're just cheaper and just as good. You can make them fresh right out of the oven. You're not gonna get half-assed frozen tater tots or fried tater tots that have been like sitting there not fresh. Here at number 8. What is number 8? The Oreo Blizzard from Dairy Queen. I was thinking about this too. I was like, I wanted to put the Blizzard on there because legit, like as a kid, I would always want an Oreo Blizzard. Like that was like my go-to when I was little, like for everything. And just Oreo cookies and cream. And even now, as like an adult, I really like. I'm more into peanut butter because I really love peanut butter. Like I would get like the Reese's Blizzard, Reese's Pieces, or Reese's Chunks or whatever, or even cookie dough. But I still do love peanut butter more. But the Oreo Blizzard had always never steered me wrong. I feel like it's always been good. And I think it's still good. And I love a good Oreo. Like, I don't know. Oreo's just fucking good. Like, that's just a good fucking cookie. And to put it in ice cream like that in a Blizzard, God, it's so good. And get to a point, I remember I would always like when it's getting melted at the end of its half-life of existing, the Blizzard, stir it and get it like a liquid and drink it like a shake. It's like, oh, dude. Fucking Oreo Blizzard, so fucking good. It's making me want ice cream now. I don't think we have cookies and cream though. We might have. What do we have in the fridge? We might have. I wish we had butter pecan too. That's really good. We might have just vanilla ice cream because we have apple pie to put a la mode. But I would rather have. Now I'm like craving cookies and cream. Blizzards are good. They have good burgers there too, but I don't usually go there for the burgers, but they do hit the spot, the burgers. Here on the number 6, the vanilla bean frappuccino. Is that right? I put it at number 6, right? 9, 8, 7. Yeah, the vanilla bean frappuccino from Starbucks. I probably shouldn't have put this on the list now that I think about other things, but when I would go to Starbucks, I would always order this, and the irony of it is that it doesn't have caffeine in it. It has a shit ton of sugar. Don't get me wrong, like everything they fucking serve there, but it doesn't have caffeine. And I've always made the joke of like when people go to Starbucks like for a tea or a coffee with no caffeine, it's like why the fuck do you even go to a coffee shop if you're gonna not order something with caffeine? What's the fucking point, But I do like the vanilla bean frappuccino. It's just fucking delicious, fucking sweet, tasty, and I have some like iced coffee there, but I've slowly started to like stop drinking iced coffee in favor of carbonated beverages, whether it be soda, like 0-calorie sodas, or whether it be Celsius or any other like carbonated energy drinks. Really, just Celsius. I haven't tried any other ones, but yeah, fucking the Frappuccino, vanilla bean Frappuccino is fucking good. I know there's other ones I like there, but this is the one where I'm like, God damn, this one tastes fucking good. Like it hits the spot. More of a dessert than a beverage, I think. But yeah, I can't really think of anything else I like from Starbucks. I've tried ordering like fancy drinks, even like pumpkin spice tastes like shit, even though I could like probably tolerate it more. I've never really been into it. And tried ordering like your other basic frappuccinos, and they're okay, but they aren't, not this one. But then again, I would probably want caffeine, so maybe I'd throw a shot of espresso in this just to fucking wake me up. But it would probably taste like shit. It probably ruin the flavor of it. The it would ruin the chemical balance of vanilla and bean and just screw it up. Here on the number 5 list, we have the sweet and spicy bacon burger from Whataburger. Whataburger, however you pronounce it. I know a lot of Mexican girls like saying Waterburger, even though it's Whataburger. If you don't know about Whataburger, oh my back. It's like more of a Southwest Texas chain. They might have some in Oklahoma, maybe, but Whataburger, we grew up with it. It's always been here in Texas. Fucking love Whataburger. I used to like I would always get breakfast from there because I love breakfast all the time. I could eat breakfast all the time. And then as I got older, I would order their burgers were still expensive. They never had a dollar menu. They always had a like not even a value menu. They just had like, you could get like a plain burger for fucking $1.50. Originally, now it's way more expensive. I'm like, man, that's fucking, and that was like a junior burger, like a kid's burger. So I'm like, fuck, man, that's expensive. And me and my buddies would always go to Whataburger after Taco Bell with any money we like stole, and we would fucking during that time it was really hyped up the brand new A1 Thick and Hearty burger with the A1 sauce, Thick and Hearty steak sauce, and that shit was fucking good. Like all the time we would go eat that. And I think it was like a limited edition item, and then maybe they like, you know, it left and then it came back and then it left, kind of like the McRib. And I don't know if it's like a permanent item now. Because I don't order it anymore. I just remember seeing this when I like went up and sweet and spicy bacon burger, right? But the thing is it has like honey mustard in it, and I fucking hate mustard. I think it's the devil's lubricant. It's a terrible condiment. It's disgusting. I could cut, dude. As a kid, I would literally like vomit if I ever ate mustard. And pickles. Pickles are disgusting too. But now as an adult, I can kind of deal with them, right? If it's on there, I'll be like, ugh, just scrape it off or whatever. It's not so big. But I used to like vomit with mustard. It's disgusting. So this has like spicy mustard on it or something. So I take that off. So I order the sweet and spicy bacon burger with mayonnaise instead of mustard. And oh my God, it's fucking good. It's so delicious. I couldn't tell you what's in it. I think it's like onion, grilled onion, bacon, 2 meat patties, maybe like Monterey Jack and American cheese. And then I put mayonnaise instead of mustard. And then it has like a sweet and spicy sauce. And it's just fucking good. So delicious. Like anytime I love a good burger. I could literally eat like a cheap plain ass frozen one here at home and be satisfied. But anytime like, oh, we're gonna get Whataburger, you know what? Fucking give me sweet and spicy bacon burger. That's just fucking good. Or anytime I like want food that's like quick and there's no like price limit, you know what? Give me a fucking, and then convenient because there's Whataburgers everywhere. Like there's literally like one down every corner, almost like a diamond shamrock or something, like, and give me sweet and spicy bacon burger, and I'll drink a Coke at home and some potato chips. Don't give me any fries from there. Don't all that. If you're gonna get me a meal, I guess get me now a soda. I would typically get a red Powerade because that shit's fucking fire from there. That red Powerade, it's like the only place I know of that does red Powerade. I know McDonald's serves like blue Powerade, and Sonic might do blue Powerade too, but they call it a different color or flavor. I don't fucking know. Obviously, it's a flavor. Right? It's fruit punch and like blue raspberry. It's not fucking colors, but we've always called Gatorade and Powerade by colors, not by fucking flavors. Next year at what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Next year at number 4. Is that 4? 4, 3, 2. I guess this is at number 4 or 5. Let's see. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. This is at number 5. Crab Rangoons from anywhere. I didn't know where to put this because I really love crab rangoons. I haven't been to a Chinese buffet in like years, and there's a lot of reasons for that. I mean, one of them is my anxiety, but 2 is just buffet. Like I can't do buffets anymore. I feel like I get too full too fast, and I just can't like. And then like sanitary wise, buffets are just kind of like nasty now when you think about it. After like COVID and all that shit, how dirty people are. They always have been, right? But I love crab rangoons like from any Chinese place, like any Chinese restaurant we might order from, or even like Panda Express. I think my dad asked me, "Oh, you want something from Panda Express, mijo?" I was like, "Yeah, bring me whatever, and some crab rangoons, with the side." Brought that. Oh, it's fucking good. Anytime I order Chinese food from anywhere, crab rangoons, they're always fire with sweet and sour spicy or sweet and sour sauce to dip them in. Typically, I'll order sesame chicken. If they don't have that, sweet and sour chicken. If they don't have that, maybe beef and broccoli. That's my last resort. But crab rangoons are just delicious from anywhere, honestly, in my opinion. I couldn't really narrow it down. I just really wanted to put crab rangoons on this list because y'all know I'm a goon. I'm a gooner for Crab Brand Gooners. I'm a Crab Brand Gooner. I love it. Such a dirty hoe. I love it. No, you're such a freaky girl. I love it. Next at number 4 is the Golden Chick yeast rolls. I don't know if Golden Chick's everywhere. Golden Chick has like this really nerdy chicken as the logo with like glasses and shit. But I remember in my hometown of Uvalde, they had a Golden Chick there, and I would always, God, dude, their rolls were so good, and I would always get their chicken salad sandwich from there, and it was just so fucking good. I don't know what they made it with, like crack or amphetamines or something, but there in Uvalde, it was so fucking good. The chicken salad, it was so good, and I would eat a sandwich. It had like bits of pecans and grapes in it. God, it was so good. And these rolls are like award winning. I don't know. They say that on the bag. They're award winning, but I know like when I would go to Golden Chick here, when they built one next to my old house, we would go get rolls and tenders, or we would just get rolls, and my sister would make like sliders at home to put in the rolls like burgers. And they were so fucking good, dude. It's just like you could just order like 6 of these rolls for like $3 or $2 and just have them like to eat anything at home, like with sides. Like order these rolls for your like dinner. You know, if you're making dinner at home, go fucking grab these rolls. Oh, pop my finger. And they're just fucking delicious. They are so good. They really are award winning, I think, like top tier. But I put them at number 4. They're so good. I miss them. Their sweet teas is pretty banger too, but I haven't like been craving sweet tea. But I would probably prefer Chick-fil-A sweet tea over theirs at the moment. But yeah, their yeast rolls are so fucking good. Here at number 3, we have the Taco Bell cheesy bean and rice burrito, a vegetarian's dream. And when I worked at Taco Bell for quite a while, it felt like quite a while. Like, my Taco Bell time was like Kurt Angle in the WWE. Like it was so short but so impactful. You know what I mean? Like I forgot that I like worked at any other place because it's such a big memory there. But we worked at Taco Bell. I met the love of my life. Had heartbreaks and heartaches and heart attacks and nah. But the cheesy bean and rice burrito, I remember this came out, I think, when I was there, like right when I got there, this came out. And it was just delicious. Like it's still, even right now, it's inexpensive. But I think it has like beans, rice, cheese, and a jalapeno sauce that they put in like the quesadillas too. But this shit's so good. Even if when I worked there, I put steak in it and it was fucking good. Even if you like bring this home, like I could bring it home and put my own fucking meat in it and then close it back up and it would still be fucking good. And then they're still low price. Like even to this day in the Trump administration 2026 poverty madness or stock markets down, AI is fucking killing all of us, taking our jobs. This burrito is still like $2, under $2, maybe $1.89. It's still fucking cheap. And legit, like after I would finish work at Home Depot nowadays when I'd still work 2 jobs, go to Taco Bell, grab a couple of these, fucking good. And it's only like $4 for legit $4. Genuinely. But yeah, I would put this in number 3 because I love Taco Bell. I think everything besides maybe the enchilada and the Mexican pizza and the fact that they do Pepsi products, I'm not really into Pepsi. I'm really not. I try to, but I'm not really into Pepsi. And but yeah, that's number 3. Number 2, what do we have for number 2? Is this number? Oh yeah, this is number 2. I spoiled number 1. Number 2 is the honey butter chicken biscuit from from Chick-fil-A. My apologies. Let me restart that. The honey butter chicken biscuit from Chick-fil-A. And this is a breakfast item. They only serve it during breakfast. They only serve it during the week. It's closed on Sundays. It's only between the hours of 6 a.m. and 10:30 a.m. So it's very elusive. It's like a rare Pokemon. It's very hard to catch. Very hard to fucking find the time to go get it. Can't get it on Sunday. Can't get it at night after 10:30. So it's very hard. But if you are able to get it, it is fucking delicious. Uh, it's chicken in a honey butter biscuit. That's all it is. Fucking delicious breakfast. I would order 2 of these with a sweet tea, and it was so fucking. Oh, I'm thinking about it in my stomach now. It's so fucking good. And I would grab like for each biscuit 2 packets of honey because they have honey there, but it's real honey. It's not like a packet of honey like substance or honey flavored lubricant or liquid. It's like legit honey. And I would put 2 of these on the biscuit or on the chicken, close it back up, eat it. It's so fucking good with the sweet tea. So much sweet, so much sugar, so delicious. I don't care if they're against gay marriage or they're on Trump or whatever the fuck they said. That that breakfast is so good. At Chick-fil-A, like even now, I've never liked their lunch. I could eat, their nuggets, but they're so tiny. They're like premature baby chickens. Or their chicken sandwiches are like really expensive. They're good, but they're just expensive, and chicken doesn't really hit that hard for me as far as like a dinner protein. But for breakfast chicken with honey, God, so fucking good. Girl. And lastly, here at the main event, number 1, as you could probably guess, I hope I didn't give it away, is the white chocolate macadamia nut cookie from Subway. Why is this on the list at number 1? It is always fucking good. Every time I go to any Subway, whether it's one inside of a Walmart, one inside of a random thing, one behind a gas station, stuck in the, one in a bail bondsman store, one that has no running water. You could go into a Subway if they have a white chocolate macadamia nut cookie there, and they're like 2 for $1, 3 for $1, 3 for $2. I don't know. They're really cheap. They used to be 3 for $1 back in my day, but my entire life I've had nothing more routine than how delicious this cookie is from any Subway. And it could literally be like cold, it could be fresh out of the oven warm. It is just so fucking good and just like melts in your mouth. I've never had a bad one, and it's so fucking good. And I don't care what you want to say about Subway. Oh, they're pedophiles. Oh, you don't lose any weight if you eat cookies. And I've always hated Subway. I used to really like the meatball marinara subs from there, like as a kid, because I hated just regular. I wanted meat and sauce, but I always hated the thought of like it made me anxious to go into a Subway to build my own sandwich. The anxiety of it, because if it tastes bad, I'm hold liable for it. It's like I literally made the sandwich. Like if I eat it at the end, I'm like, oh, this tastes like shit. Give me a refund. Well, sir, you built it. You're the one that built your sandwich. Yeah, you try going to Subway. I want it like it is in the picture. Well, you get to tell me what's in it. No, what's in the picture. Like just build it how it comes. But no, now I'm held liable for how shitty my sandwich might taste because I'm the one who built it. And it's like, dude, and then that for a fucking a $6 or $7 foot long, when you could just buy like bread, meat, and cheese at a deli and make like a bunch of sandwiches at home for the week, But despite everything I just said to talk shit about Subway, their white chocolate macadamia cookie, white chocolate macadamia nut cookie is fucking perfect. If God came to Earth in the form of a sort of food item or dessert, it would be a white chocolate macadamia cookie. If Odysseus was to travel, and I don't fucking know, I don't know the story of that shit, but yeah, no, that was Watch Lorenzo's top 10 cookie dessert food items from fast food. Tell me you like that. Name your fucking whatever you like in the comments. I don't fucking know. Just tell me what you want, what you really want. I don't know. You could talk shit about my picks. Those are my picks. I also thought about pecan pie from Bill Miller's, but I switched that with the Jack in the Box, because I don't know if a lot of people know about Bimmelers, but pecan pie is always good too. But yeah, no, we'll see y'all. That's the end of this one. The end of this segment. Anyway, that's all funny, guys. Right? Hey, that's the show. That's man. I got like feels. I've had this like wart on my knuckle, and every time I like fuck with it, I get more like skin off of it, but then it grows back over it. I have the same thing with like on my left foot. My big toe has like a callus that's building like this. I swear I cut it off and it just like slowly grows back the bump. It's all rough and ugly, but I like fucking cutting it off, you know? It's like a challenge to cut it off as far as I can and make like the most solid chunk in my hand of callus, but without cutting it too thin, but then also without cutting too deep into my own skin to where I start bleeding. So it's a nice like challenge. It is high stakes, you know. It's very very high stakes. Yeah, no. What did we talk about on the show? I'm trying to remember. We talked about what food, top 10 food. We talked about AI helped me write this. That was pretty cool. That was fun. Top 10 foods is pretty long too. And then my weekly movie stuff and weekly news. Like I said, anytime y'all want to hit me up, I am at Lorenzo Ariola pretty much everywhere. On Twitter at Lorenzo Ariola, YouTube at Lorenzo Ariola. You just search That's All Funny. You can find That's All Funny, this podcast, as well as the wrestling podcast I do with my buddy Gabe. That's All Kayfabe. Anywhere podcasts are available. Literally anywhere podcasts are available. We put those out once a week on Mondays. We'll be going over SummerSlam today. SummerSlam, I'm gonna watch that today, the second night, anyways. So that's fun. And then Letterboxd, if you want to see my movie reviews, which aren't anything, I'll talk about them here on the show, but you can watch what movies I'm watching or suggest what movies you want for me to watch, because I really need to watch more. I'm trying to watch less 2026 shit. It's just whatever comes out, it's just, I'm looking forward to that, but yeah, you can tell me what to watch, and then any other shit too. Trying to watch other anime, trying to watch other shows, TV shows. I really watch anything. I'm open up to anything. But yeah, and then also, Letterboxd at Lorenzo Ariola, YouTube, Twitter. What else did I say? YouTube, Twitter, Instagram at Lorenzo Ariola. I'm barely on there, but I still do post everything from time to time. So yeah, now you can really just find me anywhere. That's fun. That's just trying. I don't think there's really like anything else to fucking close out with other than like, yeah, no, I hope y'all, I don't know, I hope y'all have a decent start to this month of August. Hope it's not too fucking hot, even though I know today it said like 100 degrees. Dude, I was outside yesterday with my dad for like a little bit. It was so hot. But yeah, y'all stay safe. Like and subscribe, share, rate, review, all that stuff. Thank you so much. And, take care. Be safe. I love you. I love you, Valerie. I miss you so much.